Can you find a real estate platform that aligns everyone in the entire company financially by making us real estate agents owners, so when the average agent wins, everyone wins? That's the secret to success. And when you surround yourself with like-minded entrepreneurial people who absolutely love what they do, they love serving people, they love God and life, and you put yourself in an environment of high energy, high producing, positive people every day, you can't help but succeed in business and in life. We are changing the real estate industry and changing real estate agents' lives. Welcome to the Financial Freedom Forever podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Financial Freedom Forever podcast. Today, I'm super excited to be introducing you to one of my newest business partners, Carlos Perez from Miami, Florida. How you doing today, Carlos?
Doing good. And yourself? How's everybody going?
Doing very good. Doing very good. Hey, Carlos comes with us with over 8 years of real estate experience, and he's a commercial agent focusing on mostly industrial, but does all kinds of commercial, and has 12 years of previous experience in the supply chain industry. So a lot of real estate background, and one of our newest business partners here at EXP. And just excited to introduce him to everybody today, and we'll just kind of hear your story. So thanks for joining us today, Carlos. And why don't you just kind of share a little bit about your background, your real estate background, and whatever you want to share to our listeners.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I started back in real estate back in the early 2000s, and I mainly did residential real estate. And
hey, Carlos, Carlos, there's a lot of static. I don't hear you really good. Get a little closer to your mic.
Okay. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, that's a little bit better. There is a lot of background scratchy noise. I'm not sure what that is. Do you have anything else open?
No. There's really no noise behind me at all.
Okay. Well, we'll just talk a little louder, and that'd be great.
Okay. All right. So can you hear me good now?
Yeah, I can hear you better.
Okay. So, I mean, I have a residential experience from when I originally started in real estate. Then I stepped away from the industry for a little bit, worked in logistics, like you mentioned, and now I've been back for a few years in working in commercial real estate.
Okay, awesome. Now, so what led you to real estate, and how many different companies have you been plugged into over the years?
Over the years, it's been 3, including EXP.
All right.
So 3 different brokers. Yeah. I mean, when I first initially started, I was with a company that's no longer in business, I believe. And there was a small office. They only had about 3 offices here locally, but now a large brokerage. And then I was recently with Keller Williams, and now I'm with EXP.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, I'd like to ask people, why was it that I know we got connected. You actually reached out to me, right? You're farming, and you do a lot of commercial business, and you do a lot of referrals and send a lot of referrals, or receive a lot of referrals from residential real estate agents, right? And that's how we got connected. And then I kind of shared the EXP model with you. What was it about the model that had you make a change? I know you weren't looking to make a change, right?
No, I actually reached out to you because I do a lot of networking in LinkedIn and Facebook with residential agents mainly, trying to give them some information on business that they can look out for that they normally don't look out for, which is commercial business. And I connected with you. I believe it was through LinkedIn or Facebook, one of the two. And you actually, answered back, and we ended up having a conversation, and you actually spoke to me about EXP. And I like the way it sounded. I mean, quite honestly, from a financial standpoint, it sounded like a better opportunity for me. It's also a company that has a more modern platform, more modern way of doing business, and I like it.
Yeah, it was fun, kind of sharing the information with you. I know you weren't like you said, weren't looking to make a move, but you're open-minded and you're a businessman, entrepreneurial, and we're open to looking. And I remember, I think you were a little surprised or excited about, the stock opportunities and being an owner, right? Because you didn't have that at your last company, right?
No, no, I didn't have that. Actually, that wasn't even something that was in my mindset. It wasn't a realistic thing. So I liked it. I liked the fact that at least you have the opportunity of having that within your grasp, where before I didn't have that.
Right, right. Now, I know you said you do a lot of referrals, and you help a lot of residential real estate agents with their commercials, their commercial business when it comes to them. You're open to doing that. What areas do you cover that you're open to taking care of any commercial referrals coming to you in your marketplace?
Well, I mainly deal with industrial and retail, but I've covered all types of different business, so I'm open to you know dealing with anything having to do with the commercial world. I mean, development, all kinds of different things. But I like to educate residential agents, which is the reason why I was actually connecting with you, as to what are the possibilities of asking the questions and talking to their clients that they already have that may own a business. They don't even know about it because they've never thought about asking them any.
Ooh, we lost Carlos. He's coming back. All right, he's coming back. All right, we lost you just there for a second. We heard you say
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah, we lost you for about 15 seconds there. You were saying that
Oh,
you do a lot of referrals with other agents, and you kind of help them realize when you're talking to maybe listing a house and doing a residential property, not to forget to ask them about their business because a lot of them have businesses to sell, right? And then we lost.
yes. I mean, as what I was saying is that, and forgive me, but I'm kind of going to move around here. I do a lot of connection with residential agents that don't aren't aware of the business that's out there in the commercial world, where there are clients that they're helping them maybe buy a house, but they've never even asked this person if maybe they own a business or anything like that. So I like to educate residential agents as to questions that they might want to ask their clients that may trigger a question, a topic that may trigger a commercial need that they are not aware of because that's not in their mindset. They only think about selling residential properties. So
Right.
asking the right questions and pushing the right buttons can trigger another deal that's at your fingertips, but you don't know about it.
Yeah, and some of these commercial deals can be pretty big, right? So they could send you a referral, and you could just take care of it for them. Or if they'd like to learn about commercial and how to handle that, you can kind of walk them through it and kind of co-op the deal together, right?
That's correct. So I work with residential agents both at a referral capacity or a co-brokerage capacity. So if you want to learn about the business, if you want to experience it, then we can do the deal together. And I give you, tasks that you have to accomplish, things that you're responsible for. And if you don't want to deal with it, then you just refer it over, and I take care of it from start to finish. But it's interesting to teach agents, all the different processes that go into the commercial deals. And it's I enjoy teaching that and seeing people learn.
Yeah, you're a great mentor, and I know you really enjoy helping people, learn the business. So yeah, anyone listening,
Yeah.
Carlos's phone number is right there. Now, what areas that you cover? I know you're in Miami, but what area do you cover personally?
Well, I mainly deal with, Miami-Dade County and Broward, which is the county above me. But it all depends on the need. I mean, anywhere in Florida, I'm working on something right now that's in Jacksonville. So anywhere in Florida. But what I normally cover on a daily basis is Miami-Dade County and Broward County.
All right, fantastic. So if it's a property that makes sense for you to help and take care of. You can handle anywhere in Florida, but you're right there in Miami and Dade. All right, fantastic. So tell us, like, what were the top 2 or 3 things? We mentioned the ownership. What else really intrigued you to join EXP? I'm assuming that you know, you didn't take this very lightly. You did your due diligence, you did your homework, and it made financial sense. You probably have a lot of friends out there that you know were at the other companies that you might have worked with. There are a lot of co-op agents that just know, like, and trust you, and they're wondering, geez, I wonder why Carlos, you know, made the move. What were the top 2 or 3 things that you'd like to share with them to see if they might be open-minded to join you over here, and we can all work together?
Right. Well, like I said before, I mean, I came from KW, which is Keller Williams, and I really liked Keller Williams. Keller Williams, I saw things in Keller Williams that I had never seen before. You know, as far as the company and the structure of the company and the teamwork environment and that kind of thing, which is not very common in the real estate teamwork. I mean, at least, especially from 15, 20 years ago, that was not a very common topic.
Right.
So when you spoke to me, and then I learned that the founder of EXP actually came from KW, and then I did a little bit of research on that. That actually, I liked it because I know that the company has a certain mindset and a certain model that's very business and partnership oriented, which also helped me make the decision. So if anybody's you know, thinking about it, I mean, it's definitely something that helped me make the decision. And then, I mean, come to dollars and cents. I mean, as far as the cap, as far as the split, it's actually better than KW and better than most offices. So all that together, and you know, the magnitude of the company, which I didn't realize how big EXP was. I had never really paid attention to EXP. Didn't know how old it was or how big it was.
All right. So once you did your due diligence and did the math, I mean, made a business decision, that financially it probably. I know a lot of people say after they do the math, they figure out that it would be financially irresponsible for them not to make the move because they continue doing the same exact thing, have the same collaboration, if not better, but have ownership and net more income for your family, right?
Exactly. And I mean, the whole aspect of the ownership, that made a difference. The revenue share comparison to the profit share. I mean, some people might not even know what those are because not every brokerage offers that. But you know, you bring in agents and they reach a certain capacity of sales, then you can benefit financially from that as well. So that was something that I also compared to KW and was more, you know, it was a little bit better financially speaking. Because you know, the EXP shares from the growth from the gross revenue, not the profit. So it's more money in your pocket at the end of the day. So you know, like I said before, I mean, financially speaking, it just made more sense, and just the overall platform and the more modern way of thinking, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you've only been plugged in for several weeks now, 3 or 4 weeks. So it's in the beginning. How has the process been? How has the collaboration, the help been, the support? What have you experienced so far?
Thus far, I mean, the support has been great. You know, you've helped me. A number of other people have helped me. I haven't reached out to someone that hasn't been willing to, you know, at least tell me something from their experience. So far, so good. I mean, I'm brand new. I'm just a few weeks in, and you know, in between the things that I have going on that I already had going on from when I was at KW, you know, I've been very busy. So I still haven't tapped into all the different resources. I still haven't looked at everything. There's still a list of things for me to look through. But so far, so good. And you know, I've had calls and I've had text messages through different systems that you guys offer of agents reaching out, you know, congratulating me for joining and things like that, and showing support throughout the United States.
Yeah, I know it's been pretty cool. One of our commercial agents, I know a lot of my guys do residential, and I'm excited about you coming on so we can really build a commercial community. But I remember Dana is one of the commercial agents that we have in Maine, right? He's up in Maine.
Right. Yeah.
We reached out to him and geez, he was at a doctor's appointment with his mom, right? And he took our call and spent like 20 minutes with us when we were asking questions and stuff. So the support, I've been pretty happy with, especially in our, the people in our group and our commercial division, and looking forward to seeing what you guys really help us really build. Let me ask you. Go ahead.
Say it again.
I was going to say.
You were saying.
What are you most excited about? Where do you see your business in the next 3 to 5 years with using the different tools and systems and the commercial things that you know about so far? I know you haven't got plugged in everything yet, but what are you excited about, and what are some of your goals in the next 3 to 5 years as we move forward?
Sorry about that. Got an interruption there. My biggest goal is to, get very acclimated to everything in the company and keep on growing in my personal business. But I also want to do what you've just spoken about a couple of times. Would love to grow a commercial team of some sort that I can be a big part of, and just, educate maybe already existing agents that may want to jump over to the commercial world. And just teach them and grow a team, and maybe 5 years from now be at a complete different place.
So anyone out there listening, if you're maybe a newer commercial agent that needs some help mentoring to get more business, or you're a residential agent that want to get into commercial, or maybe you want to get into business brokering. If anything that excites you, definitely reach out to Carlos there at his phone number. He'll be glad to talk with you, answer any questions, see if it could be a good fit.
Sure.
And kind of go from there. But as we kind of wrap things up, is there anything else that you'd like to share to any of your, if you could, like I said, you could be an EXP agent now looking to get into commercial, or you could be in a total different company, but would like to be mentored by someone like Carlos, who's been doing this for many, many years, and looking to build a team in the Miami-Dade, area. Definitely reach out to him. But any other last things that you'd like to share, Carlos?
No, nothing in particular, but I mean, absolutely. If anyone out there, has any questions, any residential agents that maybe have always had in the top of their, somewhere in their mind that I wonder how commercial is. And, I hear that commercial, there's more money. And yeah, I mean, deal per deal, there's more money per deal in the commercial side of real estate. I mean, just something as simple as leases. A residential lease is not something that most agents even want to tie themselves to. But in the commercial side, a lease can be a very attractive, a very lucrative deal. So it's a complete different world. It's a complete different way of looking at the business. And it's if you like detail, if you're sort of analytical, and you like that professional approach to something like that, I encourage you to give me a call or reach out to us, ask us any questions. And even if at the end you don't decide to make it move, but at least you get a little more information about what you're wondering about.
Yeah, I mean, it's important just to be open-minded and always learning, right?
Absolutely. If
I wasn't open-minded when you reached out to me, or vice versa, we wouldn't be business partners today. So that's important to always do that. I learned that a long time ago in my 30 plus years of real estate, is to always be collaborating, networking, open-minded to what can come your way, and you never know what the opportunity might present itself, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like our business. I mean, I do a lot of door knocking in the commercial world. It's a little easier to do that in the residential world, but I do a lot of door knocking, and it's like I like to say, if I didn't knock on that door, I would have never met that person. So it's giving yourself that opportunity to, get a little bit maybe out of your comfort zone, but you expose yourself a little bit more. You never know who you're going to meet next. You never know what opportunity is going to come to you next. So I'm a firm believer in, referral work and door knocking and all that kind of thing that a lot of agents don't really pay attention to, but it's important to venture out, maybe sometimes out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, and I never even realized that. I mean, I know a lot of residential people door knock, but I never really thought about that on the commercial world. So,
Oh yeah, it's a big part of my day.
yeah, that's pretty cool. So and you do a lot of industrial stuff. So do you go, what do you look for, and what are kind of the places that you look for, and how do you get in front of the right person?
Well, it's just going and doing it. You never know what door you're going to go to next. You don't know if you walk into this building, if it's maybe an owner user where the owner is, running his business or his or her business from that building, or it might be a tenant that's, leasing that building. So you never know. And you're not going to sit there and do all that studying and, researching all these properties beforehand. So you just go in, and even if the person there that answered the door or is at the front desk is just a simple tenant, then I approach them with a different topic. How long have you been here? When is your lease up? Are you looking to expand? Do you need to grow? I mean, I need to learn from them what their situation is, and that's just conversation. And that can be a next client of mine that maybe their lease is up in a year and they need another 10,000 square feet. So I won't know unless I go in there and I ask those questions and I get to know that person.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's a great idea. Never really thought about that. But yeah, they could be upsizing and need more space, so you can find them a new location. They could be downsizing or selling, obviously, and you can help them do that.
Yeah.
So good for you, man. And I know most commercial companies, and correct me if I'm wrong, most commercial companies don't have caps, right? I mean, I don't know if KW, I think KW had a cap, but or no, I don't really know, but I know most commercial companies don't have caps where you're always paying ongoing. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah, that is correct. But I mean, I don't even think that most brokerages, residential or commercial, have caps. I mean, maybe that's all changed a lot, with companies like Central 21, Coldwell Banker. I'm not sure if they have caps now. I know that didn't exist before. That wasn't part of the business, not that I know of. So I mean, actually, I had never had a cap until I joined KW. I didn't even know that existed. So
Right.
I don't think that the majority of brokerages have that. Which, if you don't know what a cap is, I mean, it's basically you're selling a certain dollar amount per year. And once you've sold that amount and you've contributed to your brokerage that amount of commission to them, then everything else for the rest of the year is 100% commission to your pocket. So just the fact that that's an option, let's say you don't reach that every year. Let's say you don't sell that much every year, but just the fact that it's an option to me is a no-brainer. Why would you join a brokerage that doesn't offer you a cap? It doesn't make any sense to me why anybody would be at a brokerage that doesn't offer a cap.
And the icing on the cake is with EXP, once you sell a certain amount of homes or properties above your cap, so you set cap right on the residential side, sell another 20 properties. On a commercial side, it may be a little different, but you're literally able to get your entire cap back in company EXP stock, and that's unheard of, right?
Yeah, that's even more unheard of than just a cap existing. I do not believe, where I come from KW, I don't believe that they offer that. So once you cap, and then you get your 100% commission, but there is no mechanism that I know of that you can actually earn your cap back. So let's say your cap is $20,000, you can earn your cap back in stocks. No, that's even more rare than just caps existing.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting for the residential and commercial agents. So, well, that's awesome. So yeah, anyone listening, definitely reach out to Carlos if you have any questions about commercial or leases or business brokeraging, and I'm sure he can help you. And if we don't know the answer to your question, we will find it. We have some amazing people
Absolutely.
that work in our group for sure. The last question I like to ask Carlos is if you're a reader, what's some favorite book that you like to recommend to people? Business wise, personal wise, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a few. I'm not a huge reader, but I mean, I do like some books. There's this one book that's very interesting. I think it's pretty popular now. It's called The One Thing, and yeah, it's a very interesting approach to something very simple that people don't really think about. I mean, most things in life that are very good for you are very simple things. This is a very simple process, but it's how to apply yourself to one thing at a time, and how you can accomplish more than what you think, but just by concentrating on that one thing. So multitasking is a very big thing, and for most people that have a 9 to 5, it's actually like one of the attributes that the employer wants from you. They want you to be able to multitask, but it's been proven that doesn't really exist, and you're going to make a mistake somewhere. So The One Thing is an actual really good book that goes into very deep detail of the mind, how it approaches doing multitasking, and how it's very important to concentrate on one thing at a time, and you can benefit from it in a very big way. So I would recommend it.
That's awesome. Do you happen to remember who the author is, or? Sorry to put you on the spot.
No, you got me there. No, I don't. I could look it up on my phone actually, but no, I don't.
We can go.
I don't remember who it is.
The title is One Thing.
No, The One Thing.
The One Thing. All right, so we can Google The One Thing. I'm sure we can figure that out. Well, yeah. Hey, Carl, thanks so much for joining us today. I know we had a few little, difficulties there. We had to jump on your phone last minute.
I apologize.
The plan, but hey, technology, it's awesome when it works, and you got to run. You got to just go with the flow when it doesn't. But we're able to pull it off, and I'm glad we were able to do that today. Just excited to be in business with you, my friend. Looking forward to connecting up with you later. I know you got a friend that we're going to be talking to later about the model and seeing if they could be a good fit. So you have an awesome rest of your day. We'll be talking to you soon, buddy.
All right. Thank you. Everybody have a good day.
Yeah, thanks, everyone, for joining us on the Financial Freedom Forever podcast, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Listen to what our business partners are saying about our FFF group.
What I like best about the Financial Freedom Forever group is that we have a diverse network of high-level producers that mastermind and share best practices to help improve each other's businesses. And the network has become such a close-knit group with such a tight culture that you just won't find anywhere else.
The Financial Freedom Forever group's been absolutely amazing. The training, the coaching, spent tens of thousands of dollars on coaching in the past, and I've gotten more out of the last year and a half than I've gotten out of all of them.
I believe if you surround yourself with like-minded people that are doing 10, 15, 20 times more than me and you put together, we all bring each other up and bring our businesses to the next level and our lives. To learn more about how to partner with us, go to partnerwithandre.com or click the link below, and let's have a conversation.